Hi friends, can you imagine your world without electricity? In today's world, we can consider electricity to be as important as oxygen. No cars, no internet, no appliances, no phones, nothing. Isn't it horrifying to imagine such a condition? Don't you think it is important for us to know more about electricity? So, what exactly is electricity? Electricity or electric current is defined as the amount of charge flowing through a particular area in unit time, or you can also say that it is the rate of flow of electric charges. This is denoted by the letter I. Now, what is this charge that we are talking about? We are talking about electrons or the negative charge moving from negative terminal to the positive terminal of a battery. This is called flow of electric current. But the scientists didn't always know that electrons or the negative charge is moving. They assumed that the protons or the positive charge moved along the wire, and hence they said that the current moves from positive terminal to negative terminal. This is called conventional flow of current. Well, both the things actually mean the same. If positive charges moves from positive to negative, then electrons will move from negative to positive only. Let's learn more about this using an analogy. Imagine there is a pipe and water in a tub. Will this water move without any force or pressure influencing it? No, right? Now if we connect a pump to this pipe, then what will happen? Yes, now the water will start flowing and moving. When the pump is on, the pressure created by the pump drives the water to flow through the pipe. Now we can see here that after joining the pump, the water is continuously flowing from the tub and back into the tub. Consider this pipe as a wire and water molecules as electrons. Now when we connect this to a wire and a battery, what will happen? Okay, tell us what happened when we connected the pipe with a pump. Yes, the water started flowing. In the exact same way, when we connect the battery, the electric charges start moving. Now why do these electrons move or flow? They move due to the potential difference created by the battery, and this potential difference is calculated in voltage and denoted by letter V. Now if we put a blockage inside the pipe, the flow of water will reduce because the blockage is not allowing the water to flow freely, right? You can also say that you have put some resistance over the flow of water. The exact same thing happens when we connect a resistor to the wire. The flow of electrons is retarded or slowed down or stunted in a wire after adding a resistor. This is called resistance. Resistance is denoted by letter R. In 1827, a German physicist, Georg Simon Ohm, found out the relationship between the current and the potential difference across its terminals. He figured that potential difference is directly proportional to the current flowing through the wire, provided if the temperature remains the same. If you increase the voltage of a battery, the current in the wire will also increase, and same will happen if we reduce the voltage. This is known as Ohm's law. Now, what is this constant? This constant is nothing but resistance. And resistance of a conductor can be calculated by the formula of Ohm's law. Current, potential difference, and resistance have system international units, or also known as SI units. SI unit for current is ampere, for potential difference is volt, and for resistance it is ohm. Let's see more about this using a simulator. We can see on the screen that we have a wire or a conductor made up of copper, a battery a light bulb and 3 resistors. We can see this in left, right, front and top views. Let's connect the battery and see what happens. The circuit is still not complete, hence the bulb will not glow. Now here, we will use the resistors to complete the circuit. Let's start with a resistor of 10 ohm. We can see now the bulb is glowing. We can also see that there is a button showing conventional current at the bottom. Let's click on that. Here, we can see the conventional flow of current, that is from positive to negative. But what about the flow of electrons? You can click on any part of the wire near the resistor to see the flow of electrons. We can observe that the electrons or the blue color particles are flowing from negative to positive, and the still particles that we see are the positive ions which do not freely move in our conductor. And if we see this in right view, we can see that the electrons are coming towards you. Here, we can change the resistors and see what happens to the bulb. We can see that current reduces when we increase the strength of resistors. The flow of current reduces and the bulb is dimly lit now when compared to a 10 ohm resistor. Let's see what happens when we change the conductor to aluminium. We can see that even with 10 ohm resistor, the bulb is producing less light when compared to the same resistor on a copper wire. You can pause the video and think why this happens. Friends, this happens because copper is much better conductor of electricity as compared to aluminium. Thus, copper offers a smoother flow of electrons through it. Hence, there is more voltage available for the bulb to glow brighter. We can also observe the glow of the bulb when using a 15 ohm resistor and a 20 ohm resistor. If you have liked the video, then please hit the like button, and if you have any doubts, then do comment down. And yes, don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss another update from Let's Tute. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.